what is your basic skincare routine daily? Hi everyone, welcome back to our True Clinic channel. So today we have a very special guest and it's my honor to invite my friend Jordan Yeoh.
Thank you.
It's an honor for me today invite him to come to join this podcast.
Thank you.
To share some his knowledge regarding like health, fitness and maybe some a bit of the wellness. So Jordan, first question from me. As I know that you've been doing this for a decade. More than a decade.
More than a decade. Yeah.
Yes. What makes you continuing to doing this? What inspires you?
Well, now, if I take a time machine and go back to like 18 years back, telling myself, younger self, that, hey, you know, you're going to do this for the next 18 years. I have no idea I can do that long. So It's like, people always ask me, what is my motivation? What inspires me to keep working out for a decade? My answer is simple, that I don't think that far. I just do it. I just show up every day. Eventually, it's going to be hard. Everything like first gear of car, take the most fuel. But the more I do, I feel that it's like getting effortless because it became like habit. So if you ask me what is my inspiration, motivation, it changes over the time. At first, I want to look good. If you ask me what is my main inspiration that makes me sign up to the gym, is I want to look good. Because I'm single.
Okay.
Or go party and once to look good is number one. And time changed, then suddenly I became more ambitious and then I wanted to go competition. I want to appear more on a magazine. Then suddenly got magazine ready on the cover. I want to do more. How can I become viral on social media? That's where I start opening durian, do all the stupid things back then.
Yep, that's why you have a nickname called the Prince of Durian.
Yeah. I mean, people who know this probably, you know, your age now.
Okay. Right.
So as time goes on, motivation changes. And then if you ask me right now, my motivation, my inspiration, my goal is totally different from back then. Yes, aesthetics still part of it, but it's not the main thing.
Okay.
My training changed, my lifestyle changed. It's all about now, it's more to longevity, wellness, and how can I keep having that energy, that mental clarity to do more content.
Yes, I agree. Okay. So my next question, since you have been doing it for more than a decade, right? I'm sure you can feel the differences between when you are in your 20s and now.
Absolutely.
Right? So in terms of training intensity, do you like change or do you like adapt to a different type of level because of your age is catching up?
The answer is yes. Number one, age factor. Age do plays a big role in terms of your energy output.
Yes.
Mainly, I believe it's like age is just a number, but it is still a fact is because it's like a correlation instead of causation. Example, why we are losing energy as we age, we have to consider about lifestyle and changes.
Correct.
Because back then, 20 years old, college life, more time, I can sleep whenever I want, I can go eat, I can go party. But now I have to take care of kids, I got commitment, I couldn't get enough of sleep because of stress, thinking. So this is the indirect cause of causing me losing energy. But talking about age factor itself, according to science, I believe that after like 30 years old, every year you will just lose like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 1% of 3% of muscle mass. Yes. In other words, yes, it will affect. And also the biggest part that I noticed is recovery. Back then, you can train 2 times a day, no problem. Morning, chest, and night, back. Or cardio, no problem. Now, 1 session a day, and then at night, in the evening, it's just harder.
Means the recovery is slow?
I think it's the recovery. Not to say I think. It is the recovery.
Okay.
It is the recovery. Yeah, it's slower, and this is where, like I mentioned, my inspiration, my motivation changes because I noticed that I no longer have that ability to recover like last time. So I need to optimize my lifestyle, my wellness, using like the tools that we're gonna ask you in the short while later on how can we actually expand our energy and recover, come back faster, stronger. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just went and checked the latest. You now have 4.4 million of followers in YouTube, right? So from being in the spotlight, like you always need to make videos and you have to make some content for your YouTube. Yes. Do you have more conscious about your appearance, like maybe hair?
And let's face it, yes. It's like as long as you're in a front camera on the scene or even behind the scene, I personally think that look is very important. Now, you always say that don't judge a book by its cover, but somehow you can't change other people that, hey, like me of who I am. The first impression is very important. It's not to say that getting them to like you, that's manipulation. It's like at least giving a good impression at first that maybe if you take care of a look, it kind of deliver that feeling that you are disciplined. You take care of your look, you groom your hair, you love yourself, self-care, so you are qualified to take care of other people. You are more responsible to do your work also if you are in the industry of working corporation.
I like the way you say it's like a part of your responsibility,
100%. But of course, on social social media, nowadays is so competitive, people are using filters. Like my goal is to try to be on the standard that this is my filter without any filter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand. Yeah.
Yes.
But of course, there's a lot of young people that have this too conscious about their look in front of the camera.
Yeah,
Because we are
that's me. That's me also.
social
That's me
media.
also.
Yeah.
That's me also. To be honest, it's like beginning when I first started, especially when I get a certain number of followings, I kind of have that pressure of I have to maintain a certain look. But I find that this is the side effect of too concerned about look. So it's just like fitness, too much is bad. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, everything is even though it's good, but too much is gonna give you some.
This is where we need to get your advice as an expert, especially skincare, aesthetic, and stuff.
So Jordan, as a doctor in the medical aesthetic field, what is your opinion before you know me? Do you think like medical aesthetic is just only meant for women, or do you think actually it's for all of us?
To be honest, the first day when I know you, I thought you are plastic surgeon. Because aesthetic, but actually, what do I think at first?
Yes.
I think it's Botox. I think it's like all the injection stuff, the fillers. To be honest, I'm quite afraid because I heard a lot of side effects.
Yes.
But until I remember you once told me that if it's not necessary, then you want to go for something that's slow and steady, right?
Yes.
So it's like if you ask me what do I think it's fine as long as you get a trustworthy person to answer this for you.
Yeah.
And should men do it? Like you mentioned, yes, as long as what can level up your appearance without giving you harsh side effect, and if you can afford it, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Why not? Right.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. As we know, everyone have their skincare routine. You also asked me about what is a correct skincare routine for the skin type, like for yours, right?
Yes.
So I always believe a good skin is not only about skincare. Do you agree?
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So my question is, do you think fitness is related to skin health?
I believe is what's outside is actually from within.
Okay.
If let's say
agreed.
you take like all kinds of skincare product, you do all kinds of aesthetic work, but your internal is bad. You got high blood sugars, your gut health is bad. Eventually, that glowing effect won't last.
Yep.
I personally think that fitness is the key is because number one, blood circulations, this is for sure.
Yes.
Blood circulations, more blood circulations, better blood flow because you're sweating out. For information, sweating out is not necessarily bad. It's good for a skin type for me, which I'm gonna answer in a short while. Why?
Okay.
Sweating is like moisturizing also. But of course, if you sweat, you don't take care of your skin, acne.
Yeah.
So this is why it goes hand to hand. Fitness and skincare routine need to be met. But if I were to choose, of course I would choose fitness first because everything is internal.
Yeah.
Like from your food, from your lifestyle, when you exercise, and high protein. I'm a big believer of high protein because protein is amino acids, building blocks, not just for the muscles. It's actually for the nails, for the hair, for the skin. Plays huge role.
Yeah, that's why I have this, one of the friends is a doctor also from Taiwan. She always mentioned something about actually medical aesthetic in Chinese called Yi-Mei. So means we are treating the beauty of it in medical aesthetic. But she put this always at the third one.
The third one,
yeah.
Ooh.
The first one is always your health.
Health.
We need to
Fitness.
Yes, fitness, your health. Like you mentioned, high blood pressure, you have a diabetic. All this will reflect on your skin. So if you don't have a good health, definitely you can't have a good skin. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two is about your mindset.
Mindset is number two.
Yes, mindset is number two from her because she believes that someone's face, that the look is reflecting how their mind is. So for example, like for you, you are very positive and you are energetic all the time. For some people, they'll say, wow, you have the aura or you have the good look because of the internally you are the kind of a positive person.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is her so-called the sequence 1, 2,
Interesting.
and 3. Yeah.
Number two, to be honest, is first time I heard of this. This is beyond just like aesthetic clinic. The doctor will tell you, right? I think this is 100%.
Yeah.
Emotion well-being, like in other words.
Yeah, because this is the
mental health.
How to say? I mean, I listened to this podcast with her and the other one, so-called the legend in corporate field. This is a guy that who worked in a lot of countries, which brought up a lot of multi-billion corporate company, listed company. For him, he also said that those people who have this correct mindset, they will always success in what they are doing. Yeah, so I mean, the positive energy is very important.
Yeah. Obviously, this connects the dots, and that is the foundation is fitness.
Okay.
You need to have fitness, you need to have health, better health and fitness. Eventually, somehow, will give you mind clarity. Will help you to have an output to release stress.
Yeah.
So you won't feel so negative after work.
Yes.
And this reflects number 2 a lot. Then number 3 is the skincare. Skincare.
So the question, I think everybody want to know, what is your basic skincare routine daily?
I think I should get more advice from you because I might look hardworking. I do all the hard work, discipline. But when it comes to skincare, I'm kind of lazy, to be honest.
Okay.
My skincare routine is cleanser for sure, cleanser.
Okay.
Because I sweat a lot, cleanser. I don't use toner.
Okay.
I don't use toner.
It's fine.
I know I should. It's the second layer and then straight to moisturizer.
Okay.
Because my skin is dry type. If I'm not mistaken, you are the one that tells me that my skin is dry type, not that I figure out myself.
Yeah, because number 1, you don't grow acne. That's number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, number 2 is your skin is a bit loose. I think maybe this one is due to also your daily fitness routine.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes a bit dehydrated. And what you mentioned before, when you tell me that when you are pushing some heavy weight, you always use your face muscle, and then all this will create some of these wrinkles, and which you don't like it.
So that's where I get the answer from. My skin is dry type. Back to my routine, the skincare type, the surface on the surface layer is only this.
Yeah.
But the internal part, I put a lot of work on it.
Okay.
As in supplement. Number 1, don't talk about supplement first. Lifestyle, high protein diet, at least 1 gram per pound of my body weight. Number 1 is I'm active.
Okay.
So I need the recovery, right? This is what I think. People normally on high protein, right? You look at them, right, on high protein diet, their skin is somehow is kind of like reddish, glowing type compared to people who have low protein, high carbohydrate, the normal standard Asian diet, which is yellowish.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think there's a correlation on this, but of course there's a side effect of normally people, that's why the higher income people, they get other diseases like gout or high blood pressure, cholesterol,
too much good food.
Yeah, too much of Wagyu or something.
Okay.
So high protein is number 1 because I only take the protein. Obviously, I limit my saturated fat. Protein number 1. Number 2 is I supplement with collagen.
Oh. Okay.
Right? Collagen, right? So collagen, there's always, like 10 years back, people don't believe in collagen powder because it's like, doesn't work. But there's studies recently, like 2019, there's one study that's actually proven that collagen, that particular type of collagen called hydrolyzed marine form, indeed will help skin elasticity.
Yes.
And of course, more than that, because I exercise, so collagen also helps with connective tissue like joints.
Correct.
Yeah. Combined with vitamin C, because vitamin C will push the collagen better for absorption. And the rest is diet. I believe in healthier gut microbiome. It leads to better skin health. Like I don't take probiotic because probiotic is like, it's not sustainable because the strain eventually will die off.
Yeah.
So I'm focusing more in prebiotic, like vegetables. Because prebiotic is what increase the strength of the army in my gut.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are my, if you ask me what is my skincare routine, it's more to internal. Yeah. So external is, one more. Very important, sunblock. Sunblock. I learned my lesson 10 years back. I was like, okay, I want to be tan. I want to be that fit guy. I don't care. I'm resilient. I'm tough. As I age, I start feeling it. It's like speed up aging super fast. So sunblock. If I don't have a choice to take sunblock, I'll take polypodium, at least polypodium.
Yeah, because UV, as we know, going to kill off a lot of things under the skin, especially the second layer. The elastin, the collagen, everything will break down. The worst one is DNA changes, which means that DNA changes because of the UV and will cause the aging of the skin. That's why we have a term called photoaging. Photoaging means aging part of the skin is not only from the intrinsic, meaning the internal, like what you are doing a lot, right? But also the outside. From the external side.
Yeah, from all the questions, I sound like an expert. You know what? Actually, I learned from him. So he asked me, it's like a test today, see whether I can do my homework.
Okay. So thank you so much for Jordan Yeoh today joining me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, for this wonderful conversation, and I hope you guys learned something new from me and from him. So if you guys have any question and comment, please comment it below, and we'll try to answer you with a video or with a form of short videos if you guys have any more questions for us.
Yeah, and for those of you, if you want to get consultation, guess what? Just mention my name.
Yeah,
mention my name.
Jordan Yeoh.
Mention Jordan Yeoh.
You will get
no code, just Jordan Yeoh.
Yes.
Free consultation.
Yes, free consultation for your fans. No problem.
Followers,
physical.
Or whoever is watching here.
Then you'll get a physical free consultation, and I will suggest you how to maintain and how to keep your skin look better, and also prevent, not to treatment, but prevent aging.